Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome, welcome. All right. Let's see. I think we have some friends that have stopped by. Maximus left a comment this morning, 7:50
Hmm.
a.m. Says, I'll leave a comment now just in case I get caught up, but hopefully we'll see y'all soon. So thanks for
Hopefully
stopping.
he'll come in.
And I don't think Maximus has a wrench here. And I can't see him because that comment was so ago. So,
I can't see him either.
Donna, hello, hello.
Hey,
Well,
Donna.
and we've been watching your chat
Debbie.
cookies. So
Uh-huh. 8 dozen cookies.
yeah, Ada.
Shame.
All right. It's about preparing for holiday eating. I made 8 dozen cookies so far. I made a dozen cookies. I did. And
Really?
yes, and they were 3 ingredients, and they were actually too sweet. So it was crunchy peanut butter, 1 cup of crunchy peanut butter. The recipe called for half a cup of sugar, and I used 6 teaspoons of stevia,
Mm.
and then 1 egg. And so I made peanut butter cookies, and then I drizzled some Lily's chocolate on top of them.
Ooh.
They were just
So
sweet, though.
you think if you had halved
So I,
your
I drastically reduced the sugar, anyways,
yeah, but you
because
said they were too sweet.
yeah. So I would even half more. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, if you going by that recipe, I have to figure it out. Baking is like science, right? And so
Right.
if you have that many wet ingredients and I reduce the dry ingredients even more, I'm gonna have to put something else in there.
I get it. I get it.
So
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. They weren't bad, but sweet. So all right, I got those cookies and fudge in the mail. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh mercy.
Hey, Heather. The struggle is real.
Our neighbors make Christmas cookies. We have 2 sets of neighbors that make Christmas cookies, and they always drop them off.
Hmm.
And this year, those this past so last year, the Ukrainian ones that make they're like very good cream horns. They didn't bring us any last year, um, and I think they're not going to bring any this year because they know that we've been on a diet.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and our other friends that she delivers them religiously every year. I think she skipped us because we're on a diet.
Aw.
And Heather's like, they should give them to us and at least let us give them away. And I was like, your problem is we
You
made.
won't give them away. No, if I knew that my neighbors baked every year and I was looking forward to something they gave me,
Yeah.
there's no way I'd give those suckers away. I'd be sneaking those things every time I could.
Uh,
Heather has more willpower than I do. I can tell you that.
no, she doesn't.
Don't say that. She's watching. She's listening.
She'll admit to it.
Well, I have an update on my wait list loss.
Awesome.
We'll
Let's
get to
hear it.
that in a minute.
Debbie had 1 cookie today and 2 pieces of salmon and a salad for lunch.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I had a chicken salad, like salad with blackened chicken on top of it. We went to a restaurant and that was the best thing that I could find to get.
Yeah. I had, I don't know if I had lunch, um, but I ate earlier. I'm here,
Oh,
not
do you
going
have
to.
like a brunch?
No,
Oh,
no, I didn't eat. So Heather's working on her hair for church tonight. Larry,
hey, Larry.
welcome in, friend. Are you driving or are you back home? See, I
It's
don't think
4:30. He's
Heather
probably back home by now.
out at my house. I'm I'm not really worried about it. My brother-in-law gets all scared about. He doesn't get scared, but he buys into all the hype, and every time there's hype, it's always wrong. But so he sent a message about the storm of the century is coming. Now,
Oh,
like, well, if you read the article, it's talking about 2 different places. One is by Lake Erie, over where Larry is,
uh-huh.
and the other one is the Tug Hill, which is like the extreme north here. So I'm like, it's gonna be cold. I think we're gonna have the storm of the century, though. Lots of
Yeah, Larry said they may lose power And he told me he'd go and get in his car if he did, because I mean, he
Just
stayed.
make sure your car is in a vented spot, Larry. Don't get in a garage
Oh yeah.
or um a couple years ago we had I guess it's probably 7 years ago. There was a snowstorm in Buffalo. It was very similar to the one they just had where they got 6 feet 5 inches. This last time they got that in a weekend.
Jeez.
6 feet of snow. And
Mm.
it was the same 7 years ago. And people were leaving their cars running because they were stranded on the highway, but the snow was coming up. And so it covered their exhaust.
Oh no.
They were dying in their cars. So, so Larry, just make sure if you're gonna get in the car that your tailpipe is not covered with snow,
Yes, please, Larry,
because
because you
you will
don't.
go to sleep because you're tired and you won't wake up. And we don't
Yeah,
want YouTube would not be the same without Larry every morning. So
that's exactly it. If you can have your heater on, but
the windows a little,
the
right?
windows a little bit.
Yeah, Larry's home.
I figured it's late in the day, and today it's kind of dark outside. I know, Larry, your car is outside, but he's saying if it's covered with snow.
Yeah, he knows though. He's got it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not a spring chicken. It's not early. We live up here, right? So it's a normal thing for us. But we have a generator. Um, I don't want to have to get it out, but
Oh,
at the same
well,
time, just get the blankets. I don't know.
if you needed the generator, though, hopefully you'd
Oh,
go
I
ahead and
would
get
get it
it
out. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I don't think we are not gonna have to worry about that here.
Good,
So
good.
all right. So we've said hello to everybody. Um, and we are on the topic of preparing for holiday eating. And that's like, it's not like, you know, give me my napkin and planning ahead. That's kind of been our conversations here a lot is right. Failing to plan is planning to fail. And
Yeah.
so Larry says, I used to be a Boy Scout. That's all.
There we go,
One
Larry.
Boy Scout, always a Boy Scout.
Hey, Darlene.
Um, so he's prepared. Hey, Darlene, Spike has your Christmas card. Victoria, he has your Christmas card. He doesn't have them yet.
Oh, good.
We're giving him
Yeah.
them on Christmas Eve. And so right now, Heather and I were counting. I have like 24 Christmas cards from the neighborhood,
Wow.
and then another 10 Christmas cards from YouTube and my friends.
Aw.
It's funny because his grandson was just here from Texas, and one of his friends, because I tagged his grandson in on my Facebook post, so one of his grandson's friends that lives in Texas asked for his address, and
Aw.
I let that card go by because it came from where he lived. I thought maybe,
Right.
and so I went over for to make his breakfast the other morning, and he says one of Christopher's friends sent me a Christmas card. I don't even know that guy.
Aw.
And I'm like, boy, has this guy got another thing coming. He's going to be opening cards for a while on Christmas
Oh,
Eve.
yeah, he is. When's his birthday again? I was going to get him a birthday card sent out, too.
January the 9th.
I need to get that sent out like now then.
Going to be 89.
January 9th. Let me put 89 on the 9th.
And he always says, if I make it that far. If I make it that far.
He better make it that far.
For battle act, my man. So.
His name is Spike, right?
Yep, Spike. That's
I wrote down Spot, so I needed to make sure.
Yeah. His name is Jermaine. And I don't know why he goes by Spike, but I've always known him as Spike. So
cool.
All right. So preparing for holiday eating, we've talked about, planning to fail. And so we're not going to like go on the same stuff. I have a couple of other things. Basically, though, because the reality is most people are not going to skip the holiday foods.
Yeah.
I got through Thanksgiving and I did not eat anything I wasn't supposed to. Like, not even a bite of it.
You did good.
I had no desire. But not everybody is me. You know, I was pushing so hard to, because I've been watching my A1C,
Mm-hmm.
and I've
Oh,
worked
your post.
hard to chase that number. Um, and I got my blood work yesterday, and it's worked. And so that's why I haven't cheated, because if I cheat, it will show in that number.
Yeah.
So 5.6 is the top of normal range. 5.6, 5.7. And I am 5.7 now, and I have no medicine. I texted the doctor, and he texted me back, and he's like, "And you did that all with no medicine?" And I was like, "Well, I had medicine for 6 weeks after I started my diet." And he's like, "Yeah, that doesn't count." And he's like, "You
No.
did that all with no medicine." And so that's been my huge push. And not everybody is going to get there. So we want to plan for that. So I just gave my update. Let's let you give your update, and then we'll get into our topic at hand.
Okay, and I was going to tell you, A1C is only the last 3 months.
3 months, right?
So, all
Right.
right, my update is my very first week. I weigh in on Mondays, and I already said this on my morning show, but for you guys that weren't there, 4.2 pounds
Boom.
since
Nice.
my start date, which was last Monday. Not 2 days ago, but the other.
There you go.
4.2 pounds.
You can't
So I'm
that.
excited about it. Now
That's right.
that's with eating right, because I started on the Weight Watchers plan. So eating properly, what I'm
Yeah.
supposed to eat, and taking my pills for my leptin to do the leptin to balance out the leptin. So I am very, very happy about that. Thank you, Donna.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Larry says congrats.
Thank you, Larry.
Some
Oh,
focus.
yeah,
Very. Absolutely.
very.
I've said it all the time. The things that we track get, the results happen.
Right.
What we monitor gets done. And so, when we're paying attention to that stuff, that's absolutely huge. So,
Exactly. Thank you, Darlene.
yeah, that's awesome. Uh, we absolutely want to share successes, and we have the Facebook group. I went ahead and updated the description of the video, so it should be right. So you can actually get to the Facebook group if you want to join.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, good, good, good.
yeah, I think that it's right. Let me look. I have it over here.
I haven't tried it yet. I have it open, but
No, it's not right in this one either. It's for whatever reason, it is like changing my thing.
huh.
But when I click on the link, it goes there. So the word,
Okay, then you fixed it. You fixed it in
yeah,
there. It just doesn't show the whole thing in our link,
okay,
in
yeah,
the link. But yeah, you fixed it. It'll do that like if you post something on your community tab,
yeah.
it'll do the same thing. It'll just do the dot dot dot, but it should work. The link should work.
I don't think I have a community tab.
I thought everybody had one now.
Oh, wait, I do.
Yay! So you can start posting stuff there.
Boom. All right, sweet. Every time I was checking before, I'm like, I can't find it. So perfect.
he's
Yeah.
like,
So
he's like,
that,
all right, all right, all
uh,
right.
that says congrats. Thank you so much. And so I want to use the Facebook group for people to post success, right? To
Mhm.
to share your success. At the same time, if there's struggles, share your struggles, right? This is an accountability group. Um, and a lot of what I call it is burden bearing, right?
Oh, I
Um,
like that.
yeah, sometimes everything's not always roses. Everything's not always wonderful, and all updates aren't good.
Sure.
But it's huge if you have someone there to help you bear that update
Mhm.
and move through it. So we wanna use it for that. But let's jump into some tips. 5 tips, and I got this from I actually got this from a bariatric group. Like I've never gone to see a bariatric doctor or anything. I've always been so against it because I felt like I did this to myself. I can undo this,
Aw.
and you know, There have been plenty of times where I've wanted to give up and just say, all right, let's, but the reality is they won't do bariatric surgery on you if you don't commit to a diet plan.
Oh
And
yeah.
so I feel like they make you do the hard work. And honestly, if you just keep doing the hard work, then you don't have to hurt yourself. Um, and so I was just never willing to commit to that. But then once I realized I could do the hard work, um, I just kept going with it. But
Yeah.
uh, this is a great blog post that I found here, and so I looked at these tips and I agree with them. So the first thing, the thing to note here that they say is this month or this season, this time period. Can be challenging to stay on track, right, for your weight loss goals. Um, and not just staying on track with your weight loss, but also with your working out. Some people will tell you you don't need to work out. It's only, diet is everything. And I agree, diet is super important. I lost 35 pounds before I even went to the gym one time.
Hmm.
But going to the gym should not, in my opinion, should not be neglected. Um, there is, Donna says, I have to move. There is so much benefit in your mental clarity by moving, by exercising, um, as there is, I have to move. Debbie does too. I don't want to move, but I have to move as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's so much benefit to it. And so the first tip that we have to keep your momentum going, to prepare for holiday eating, is step up your workouts. Now that's contrary. I heard you on the morning show. So when you're on your morning show, I'm in the gym,
Right.
and I have an earbud in my ear and the phone in my pocket. Um, and but I heard, who was it? Myra was asking to meet up, and
Oh yeah.
you're like, I there's just no way between now and Christmas. We get so busy between, in the days leading up to Christmas. Don't get too busy that you have to cut out things like your workout routine if you have one established. If you don't have one established, I'm going to challenge you to get one established. But right now, as we're preparing for the holiday eating, as we're preparing to stay on track, you can't let off the gas. You actually need to step on it. I'm going to take a look at some comments real quick. If I sit or stay, it has a negative effect on my physical body. That's the truth for anybody. Um, Donna agrees. I ride my bike while on Victoria's now.
That's
I
great.
I have talked. We were riding our, and we don't. So we have a bike in the basement, a recumbent bike. We have a bike at the gym, but there's nothing better than riding your bicycle in the neighborhood. And it was 23 degrees this morning while you were doing your show. We weren't riding our bicycles in the neighborhood,
I was gonna say
but we missed that. I can't type and work out. How do you do it?
you could do voice to text.
So I stop when I
Oh.
say something in the chat. So the reality is, I do a lot of weight training, um, and so you're supposed to stop in between sets, anyways. So when I stop to rest for 30 seconds,
Right.
write my 1 second blurb, and sometimes it's 1 sense or I hit enter too fast. Always went swimming. Um, I would love that. We've actually talked, don't tell the owner of our gym, about looking at another gym because they have a pool. Uh,
Oh,
it's
nice.
a little bit farther from our house, but I'm thinking it might be the same price. And
Ooh, really good.
so we're considering that. We'll see what happens. But step up your workouts, because let's think about it, guys. If you're someone that's working out every day, Larry used to ride a stationary bike, and that's what Don's using as well. um, Ours is right in front of our projector in the basement, so we could watch you on the big screen as well. uh, and being a recumbent bike, it's easy to type while you're on the bike because you're sitting down. um,
Oh yeah.
but Christmas Day, people are not going to go to the gym. Most gyms are not going to be even open. Ours is a 24/7 gym, so you just check yourself in and out. But I'm not going to the gym on Christmas. I probably should. I'm not. We don't go to the gym on Saturdays and Sundays now. That's just our new routine. Um, so Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we won't go to the gym. But if we let off the gas leading up to that, and we plan on eating a little bit off plan,
Right.
all of those positive things you're getting from working out, you're not going to be getting because you let off the gas. So step up your workouts. Um, the blog talks about if you've noticed, if you are going to a gym this month, it's probably not as crowded uh,
Yeah.
because most people are letting off the gas. It's a busy time. You have all these things going. I took Heather to the chiropractor last night, and our chiropractor has a gym next to it. He runs, and when we pulled in, the place was packed. And
Wow.
he said it's starting to pick up. And I said, well, we're getting into January soon, and people are starting to, get on the wagon.
Yeah.
But now's the time that they're running sales. If you notice, gyms are probably running promos pretty soon or already. But the reality is, um, we're in the slowdown season. So, first tip again, don't let off the gas, step on it. Step
Yeah.
up your workouts. Number two, okay. Carol
Yeah. Carol's here. Hey, Carol.
Ruth, hello. I don't think Carol's been.
She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't have a wrench.
She does now. Welcome in. Thanks. Appreciate it. Number two, pre-plan your indulge meal. Pre-plan it. The the thing is with a plan, there's boundaries. With boundaries, there's safety. Okay. Um, if you're not pre-planning and you're just going off the cuff, you're just gonna go for it willy-nilly, right?
Yeah.
This tastes good. That looks good. And the next thing you know, you got a bellyache.
Probably sooner before later if you've been watching what you eat
You-
because it's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, and I've been a fat kid my whole life. Um, and here's a tip or a hint of maybe why. For Christmas, we used to get the Whitman's samplers, not the little box, not the small heart. We got the big box, 3 stories. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
My sister, I love her, and she would kill me if she knew I was telling you this. She ate the whole box on Christmas.
Oh,
The whole box.
I'm surprised
And
she
that
didn't get sick.
she woke up eliminating the whole box
Oh, poor
all
girl.
for her bed.
Oh, poor thing. Yeah, she'd kill you if this is you
Oh, she
too.
would. She would. She would.
Don't show her
She didn't
this.
pre-plan that. She didn't set boundaries.
Right, right.
How many times have we done that? Have we overindulged because we didn't plan it and we've gotten a bellyache? Let me take this comment down. Um, so schedule an event to indulge. Maybe it's a Christmas party. Maybe it's Christmas Day. Maybe it's if you're celebrating Hanukkah or on New Year's Eve. But plan that event and know that excessive or not excessive, overeating some um, is not going to cause weight regain, right? But adding overeating several days in a row is going to add point or pounds. Okay.
Right, right.
So a plan, okay, so I ate a little bit more today than I normally do, but I planned on it, and you're probably gonna step up your workout, and you're going to adjust, you're gonna pivot, so it's okay. But if you're gonna go through this whole season, you made 8 dozen cookies, and eventually you have, you know, 2 dozen left to give away because well, you just had one this morning, or what? Maybe you're nothing like that, right? But that's why I didn't make a dozen cookies. I made a dozen cookies, and they're
Hey.
gone. But that's that plan thing, right? Set of boundaries. I already know what we're gonna have for Christmas dinner. We're having Heather's parents over, her brother over, and yeah, Donna.
I was gonna say, LOL, Donna.
Little jab from Little Debbie. We had we're having Heather's mom and dad, her brother, and one of our good friends come over for Christmas, and last Christmas. So I just found pictures from last year at Thanksgiving. Um, I can't show you because they're on the phone that I'm recording this.
Oh, okay.
But let me tell you, I was a very different looking person than I was this Thanksgiving. And I had pictures of our meal, and I'm telling you, we eat good in the Hartman house on holidays. So I spoke to, I'm giving dozens away, and dozens will go in the freezer. They're not safe in the freezer. Like I put Lily's chocolate peanut butter cups in the freezer because they taste better frozen.
Some things do taste better frozen.
Yeah, they're not safe. Um, so because we normally have like all the sides and all of that, I said to them, I started a Facebook chat with all of them, and I said, all right, guys, here's what we're having. I'm making a ham, and I'm going to use Swerve brown sugar, so it's stevia based,
Mm-hmm.
to make the glaze. So it's going to be good, but it's going to all be appropriate. I said
Right.
ham. I'm making deviled eggs. I'm going to have
Sounds good.
charcuterie, and what was the last thing? There was one more thing. I think I'm making chicken wings. And so I said, if you guys want anything else, you have to bring it. I'm not making mashed potatoes. I don't eat potatoes anyways. I can't stand them.
Right.
My wife loves mashed potatoes. I'm not making mashed potatoes. I'm not making I don't know if you know what Yorkshire pudding is.
Uh-uh. I've
It's
heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
it's basically like they're like popovers. We
Oh,
it in the muffins. And so it's just like beautiful bread. And Heather's in the other room. If she's watching, she's like, "Oh, Yorkshire pudding." Um, but we're not making that. We're not making all of this other stuff. If you want it, you can bring it, but we're not having it. Why? Because I'm planning
right.
my meal. Now that's why I'm not going to indulge. But if you wanted to indulge, you have control. Make
You could even make a cheesecake that doesn't have a crust made out of Swerve, couldn't you?
Oh, for sure you could. Yeah.
Because I mean, you could have that because everything in it you could eat. It's all protein.
Well, but dairy is not
Oh,
a food.
oh, okay,
I can
dairy.
I can. I make sausage gravy for breakfast. I use heavy cream cheese, and sausage, and white pepper. It's delicious, but it's not a weight loss food. It falls in my plan, 100% acceptable. But if I eat that every day, I'm gonna pack on the pounds.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But pre-plan your indulge meal. If that's something you want, guys. Here's one thing I used to love for Christmas morning: cinnamon rolls.
Oh yes.
I loved them. I didn't even make them from scratch. I went to the refrigerated section at Wegmans, the grocery store, and I got immaculate cinnamon rolls, which is better ingredients, but it's junk. And I popped them open, put them in the oven, and they're great. If you guys want cinnamon rolls for Christmas, okay, plan on it. Set your boundaries. There's safety in boundaries. Um, Now I might want cinnamon rolls. I probably won't eat them, but I might want them.
We should
Number
stop talking about them then.
Yeah, I'll talk about cinnamon rolls. If you guys have cinnamon rolls, let me know. Maria, I think, are you talking about Maria Emmerich? Maria's holiday recipes are fantastic.
Oh, because she used Swerve on most everything when she cooked her cookies and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I think it
So
was the cookies.
I think Maria Emmerich, she's a huge keto lady. She's that stuff. I'll do the same with Christmas foods, but fudge.
I had to give my fudge away. I told you guys about that, didn't I? Last week?
You
I
did,
gave it to my mom.
you did, yes. Um, So I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to that chat because I'm going through over here and I'm.
Go ahead. Go.
So if
You're
you
caught
see
up now.
there, let me know. All right, I let my nephews have all they can take and eat. Yes, right. Yes, I maintained my previous weight loss 5 years, completing cooking that completely different way. Maria Emmerich is phenomenal. She has a keto cloud bread that I've bought all the ingredients to try. I tried the ketogenic woman's bread recipe. I made a YouTube video about it. I
Uh-huh.
totally bombed it uh,
Oh no.
because I used my food processor instead of my stand mixer. Uh,
Oh, I made a keto bread one time and it came out wonderful and it was super easy, but I only made it the once. I don't know why I didn't make it more than that, but
Mine is the carnivore bread.
oh,
Yeah. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna
different than the
and
keto bread?
yeah, there's no flour in it. There's no.
No, there's just eggs in this one. Eggs and
This
I
is
don't remember.
egg white, butter, um, beef protein powder, and one other thing.
Okay, yeah, it's totally different
It's
recipe.
100% carnivore. Like
Yeah.
like, but it looks like a loaf of bread, and they say it's amazing. I just goofed. I don't think there's pork rinds in it, Donna. I don't think so. But you might be right. I know there's pork rinds in my stuffing. That was so good. I just don't want to. I just don't want to spend 2 hours making it.
Oh, is
Um,
that how long it took you?
it took me an hour to make the pork rind bread, and then an hour longer to make the stuffing. I
Well,
don't want.
make the bread the day before and make the stuffing the next day.
Right, right. I don't have time for it
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
because at my house, Christmas Adam the day before Eve. Right, Adam came before Eve. We have Christmas Adam, and that is my sister-in-law's kids come stay at our house. We open gifts. We then roll into Christmas Eve. We take them all to the family get together on Christmas Eve, and then it's Christmas morning. I'm just not gonna have time for that. Um, it looked like bread, Larry. It was not good. The stuffing was good, and it did look like bread. If that's what you're talking about, that was delicious. The keto or the carnivore bread that I made, bad.
Oh, the first recipe he tried.
Yeah, that was delicious. So let's get to this because we got to get the link on here and get some people on to
Okay.
add it up. Post holiday, this is exactly what Debbie's already said. Get rid of those treats and rich foods. If you host an event, purchase small takeaway containers. Heather bought from the grocery store muffin tins that had lids, disposable muffin tins, and she sent she set them out for people to set their leftovers in, and then you take the lid off, pop it in the oven, and you have it. But send it away with people. Don't keep it in the house. Give your fudge away,
Yep.
right? Um, because if you send it home, you renew or you remove the temptation, and you're setting yourself up for success. You could also put it in the freezer, like Donna mentioned earlier, right? And use it for future special occasions. Um, Next tip. So we had five. This is the fourth one. Create a healthy food environment. Create a healthy food environment. Keep the right foods in your kitchen or workplace, because special treats, the good stuff, is going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm so glad I work from home because if I was working in the office, I promise you, there was this one lady. She actually retired this year, but she's Puerto Rican. She made the world's best flan.
Oh,
Um, Amazing flan, and that I promise you, if I was still working in an office and she was still there, I would have a pan of it for Christmas. Um, Everyone's bringing in cookies. I see Christmas cookies everywhere I go to the store.
yeah.
Uh, and I always, so this is my first carnivore Christmas, guys. This is my first healthy choice Christmas. For Christmas, the stocking was my favorite thing to fill because I filled it with all the junk
Me
that
too. Me too.
Here's my favorites, okay? Kit Kat bars, the little ones, right? But no, I would buy the big ones, full size. Kit Kat bars in the refrigerator, they're the best. Um, Lindt chocolate truffles, buy the bag full. Dove chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, swirl, whatever, all of it. And there was one more. What is it? Oh, the chocolate oranges.
Oh,
Ooh, all of that. I would buy that. We were in the grocery store, or we were at the store Christmas shopping the other day, and I said to Heather, I said, I have not bought any candy for Christmas this year. And I was like, do you believe that? And I was like, number two, I have no desire to. Like, who is this guy even? Um, Debbie loves a good flan. Oh yes. Oh, it's so good. Um, but yes, create a healthy food environment because you can fill up on the health food if you're at work or you're in a place where there's you can you know the vegetable trays, right?
yep.
Uh, Charcuterie board. You can fill up on that stuff before you go grab a health. I watched this kid on I don't know. He's on Instagram, but his name is Chef Adam Milby. He's got Down syndrome. I just
Oh,
watching him the recipes that he makes. He's just so animated. He loves to cook. Well, he made white trash,
oh
Chex
my gosh.
Cheerios, chocolate, M&Ms, pretzels. Yes, right.
Oh, that's-
Before you go grab a handful of the white trash or whatever your family calls it, right? Um, you can fill up on vegetables and charcuterie, cheeses and meats. That's not going to hurt you, because inevitably you're probably going to grab a small handful.
and
So
that's okay, you guys. A
yes,
small handful of white trash every Christmas is not bad. It's when you have it every day.
but if you're like me, you can't handle a small handful.
Right. If it's going to be a trigger for you, then stay away from it.
And maybe I can now. I don't know, but I'm not going to try. Uh,
Right. You don't want to trigger
I
yourself.
like playing with fire, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. What the heck is flan? Flan is a like a custard, Larry, that's baked and it ends up with like dulce de leche, like a caramel glaze. It's just freaking amazing.
That's
And
a better way to describe it than a pudding. Some people have
yeah,
described it as a pudding, but yeah, you're right. It's more like a custard.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
A flam, Larry, you'll sometimes see a flambe or something like that. It's that custard base that is baked. Super good. Create a healthy food environment. And lastly, think about January 2023. All good things must pass, right? The holidays are going to end. The fun, festive holiday season will be over. But when January sets in, you don't want to look back at December and realize that you underexercised, you overindulged, you caused far more weight gain than you've anticipated, and created a long, hard row to hoe moving forward. So, um, what do we say? Step up your workouts, right? Plan ahead. You're gonna eat more, so work out more. Um, Pre-plan your indulgent meal or your indulge meal. Know what you're gonna eat. Know what's on the menu. Get rid of the leftovers. Send them home with somebody else. Create a safe, food friendly, healthy food environment, or yeah, friendly, healthy, and think about January because guys, this that all good things come to an end, and we will be um, entering January, God willing, right? And we want to do it positive and healthy. Next week, we're going to talk about making resolutions that stick.
Oh,
Um,
that's a good one.
and thing, but um, and the
Yeah.
resale are right around the corner.
March, hopefully.
So um, that's what I got. I'm gonna drop the where is it? Private chat is where I saved it. Copy this comments. We'll go ahead and paste that. Come on in, guys. Make sure you turn your camera on before you come in, just so that I know it's you. And you can shut the camera off if you want to, but just so that I know it's you. We're 20, 25 minutes or so left at least, but
All right, come on
I'm
in.
on it.
We're fishing. How
Right.
is that how it goes? Yeah, we're fishing. It's been so long since I've been fishing. We used to go when my dad was still alive and I was younger, but I haven't been fishing in years.
Yeah, I probably haven't gone fishing since I was 21, or probably younger than that. I just don't like the guts, or
You
and
don't
my
like cleaning them.
other doesn't like hurting the fish.
Aw. Well, you could catch and release.
Yeah, that's fun, right? Here, let me hook in your cheek and then throw you back.
I don't
Ah,
think they don't feel it, do
how do
they?
you know? Did
No,
you?
I don't know.
How do we know that stuff? Oh, dogs are colorblind. How do you know dogs are colorblind? Right?
I have no
And
idea.
you know, maybe the dog's just dumb and doesn't know red from like. You can't say they're colorblind. I don't know. Larry likes to fish.
Yeah, I knew Larry liked to fish.
Yeah, I have a best friend. He loves fishing, and but he never eats the fish he catches. He catches them
Aw.
really, and he says that. Well, they don't feel it. How do you know they don't feel?
I
Right.
don't know.
There are people that don't feel pain too, but if they're bleeding, they're still. There's my
Well,
man
if I'm
there.
fishing,
Okay.
if I'm fishing, I'm gonna eat those fish.
Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't want to eat the fish out of Lake Ontario here. It's not wise.
Oh, they're not good. They're like the lake is not
It's
clean.
high mercury levels here.
Ugh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but there's plenty of people that do, and there's nothing wrong with them.
It's good for you.
Yeah,
Mercury's good for you.
mercury's good for you. Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for Christmas for your eating for Christmas meal?
Whatever the sister makes, I mean, I can control it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm I bought a ham early this year. So here's my dilemma. The ham is sell by like the next day or so.
Okay.
And I'm sure it'll be fine, but I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to cook the ham tomorrow.
Okay.
I told Heather, I said, I'm going to have to pull a different ham out of the freezer so that we have ham when people get here. Because I said, number one, I don't want reheated meat for Christmas Day.
Oh.
Number two, I just might eat it all. I'm gonna have 3 teenagers at my house for an overnight. Here's Patrick Murphy.
Yeah. Hey, Patrick.
Stopping in. I love his picture there.
Yeah. That's what's his name?
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill.
Yeah.
Benny Hill.
I do love. Thanks for stopping in, sir. Yeah, so I'll probably just cook the ham tomorrow while I'm working, and we'll just cook a different ham. I got a ham from Butcher Box. I have 2 hams from Butcher Box in the freezer, so I'm gonna pull one out, I guess, and we'll.
Well, you could freeze the ham and then just bring it, pull it out the day before. I don't know why. I don't think it would be bad.
I could. Benny Hill, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that who we said? Or no, we said somebody else.
I think we said Benny Hill.
Oh, okay.
So now, how do you cook your ham?
So I'll put it in the oven, and slow cook it, I guess.
With Swerve.
Yeah, I'm gonna make like a brown sugar glaze, but it's gonna be with Swerve, which is stevia-based sugar.
Do they have a brown sugar Swerve?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
I bought it because I was like, I bought it like closer to Thanksgiving because Heather was talking about apple crisp, and I'm like, maybe I want apple crisp. But if I'm gonna have apple crisp, I can't have it with brown sugar. Brown sugar will literally kill me.
Yeah.
And so I bought it, and like there's so many things. Like before I started my diet plan, I was at Trader Joe's and I bought a box of blueberry muffin mix, we don't eat blueberry muffins, but it looked good, and so I bought it. And so
Okay.
now I have this box of blueberry muffin mix in the cupboard that I look at.
no.
I bought. Here's another thing I bought. So for my birthday, it was not the thing expired, and it's probably expired now. But rainbow chip, frosting. You know what that is? Rainbow chip, a Betty Crocker thing. When I was a kid growing up, I always had a rainbow chip cake with rainbow chip frosting every year for my birthday.
Funfetti. That's like the same thing as funfetti, right?
Like the predecessor of,
Oh.
because it's not sprinkles, it's like chocolate chips.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. And so it was before Funfetti. And,
I think Donna's in the room.
oh, she's hiding back here. Sorry.
No.
I wasn't hiding. I've been here since Larry popped in. I was like, well, let me come on in. And I'm like,
Well, hiding because my phone is sitting right here, and it's
no, I figured I'll just sit here and listen.
I wouldn't have known you were back there unless you had posted that in the private chat. She's like, it's okay. I'll just sit here by myself.
In the corner. Can't even that.
Sucking my thumb.
we just didn't want you tempting us with those cookies.
I'm not tempted. You know, I'm telling you, when life changes,
Yeah.
you can get out of the rhythm of things. And it does take time to cook Maria Emmerich's way.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah.
It does. It takes time and it takes money because the ingredients are, more costly. But I maintained 127 pounds for 5 years solid by putting those things in place. But
right. Yeah.
I quickly went up 80 pounds. Not quickly. That happened over 3 years of not.
Sure. Yeah.
I gotta know, what cookies did you cook? Which one? What are the flavor?
All kinds. You can look up. You can literally go to her Mind Body Health, Maria Emmerich's thing, and you type in any cookie that you like, and she's got a healthy version for it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but what did you cook?
Oh, snickerdoodles, chocolate chip cookies, bonbons, oatmeal, peanut butter.
Are you getting hungry?
I want to look at some of her recipes because they'd probably be good on my weight loss.
I love her cheesecakes. She has a cheesecake, like a turtle cheesecake, a peanut butter cheesecake, a pumpkin cheesecake. All of them are absolutely fantastic. And even Jesus's birthday cake will be made with Swerve, and
there you go.
You know what I mean? And my family doesn't really. It can take a little bit to get used to Swerve. It has a coolness to
the aftertaste.
The aftertaste is like, you ever breathe in something? It's like got a coolness in it. It's just got something with the urethra. It just takes a little bit of adjusting, but believe me, when you haven't had something for so long and you can make a healthy alternative, it's not bad.
Right.
I did see you say you're giving some away, and I'm like, well, don't forget, we are friends.
I'm aware.
Larry says that stuff will stay cold, but it'll stay fresh. Yeah.
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah. Literally, you can Google any recipe that you like. A soup, anything, bread, anything that you like, and she's made a healthier, keto friendly.
Okay.
She had to, because she had children that had, and her husband that just had awful health issues.
Yep.
And, she it's really like it's honestly created a great path for her because.
Oh yeah, and she's a phenomenal woman.
So many people. So I cheated, and I went off the carnivore for this meal. So I haven't eaten pizza since December of last year. I used to make pizza every Sunday here at the house, fresh pizza, for us to watch football. And I mean, everybody loved my pizzas. And the last pizza I made here at the house was for New Year's Eve, and I didn't have any of it. But I saw reel or whatever on Instagram or something, and it was basically it was a carb smart tortilla, um, and then Rouse tomato sauce, fresh mozzarella, and then pepperoni and so you put it in the oven, the tortilla in the oven with some butter and garlic on it, 400-degree oven for 5 minutes, and it gets all crunchy. Then you pull it out and you put shredded cheese on that. Put it back in the oven for 3 minutes. Meanwhile, you have this Rouse sauce on the stovetop simmering with the balls of mozzarella in there, and it's reducing down. And so you pull that out, and then you take that ball of mozzarella and some sauce, and you put it on there, and you top it with the pepperoni, and you put it back in the oven, but with the oven on broil, and it's this beautiful, crispy goodness. And it was keto, so
Yeah.
I turned into a ketovore for a day, well, for 2 days, because there was enough tortillas for it to last for a couple of days. It was so good.
I bet it sounds amazing.
Have you ever tried to make a cauliflower pizza?
I have some of those cauliflower crusts in my freezer in the basement downstairs. I'll probably never eat them.
I love a cauliflower crust pizza, but I make my own cauliflower. What can be bad about it? It's got cheese.
I got one. We went out one time at a pizza place, and I ordered their cauliflower crust, thinking it would be less carbs for me, and I couldn't even eat it. It was like soggy, and it was disgusting.
Oh well, you got to do it right.
It was gross.
You got to do it right.
Yeah, Anna Mora.
Hey, Anna.
Happy holidays. Thanks for stopping.
Anna.
Yeah, so I'll probably never eat it, Larry. I don't know. I just
okay.
Well,
I
maybe
just
better
wondered if you
options
ever
now.
tried it or whatever. So
What's that, Victoria?
I was going to say they may have better options now.
Well,
I ate it when it first came out, and everybody was like trying it, and it was disgusting.
No, I mean, and you got to get it crispy first, your crust, before you do all that. Otherwise, it's just a soggy cauliflower.
It was gross.
Oh yeah, my sister made it from scratch. She bought the cauliflower and she cooked it down, and she made it from scratch.
Yeah, I make it from
Did you
scratch.
try it?
Yeah, I ate it. It was good.
Did you like it? Good. Well, she's got a good recipe then. The one
from scratch as well. I mean,
the restaurant that I tried it at, maybe it's better now, but it was nasty when it first came out.
It is, and it is.
Make it yourself.
It depends upon where you go. Like, we have 2 really good Italian restaurants here that now make a fabulous cauliflower, but it's more expensive. I could do it cheaper at home.
Yeah.
We are
work though.
Huh? No, I mean, it's great for an easy, quick alternative to order it and go pick it up. We have had it. It's great.
Yeah. I think we have a pizza place not far from us that offers one. Because it's a great gluten-free option too for folks.
100%. They kind of did it up great with the combination.
Yeah. But so we are going to a Christmas dinner tomorrow with the people we serve with in the hospitality ministry at our church, and we're going to my favorite wood fire pizza place here in town. And I love pizza. So when I was gonna have a cheat for my birthday, I almost went there and got, it's called a Frankie pizza, and it's like chicken and country sweet type like sauce on it, and Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese and ranch drizzled.
Sounds good.
Yeah. They're down here also.
You have that down there too?
Well, they came from New York. They have a truck. It's specially made, and they actually make the pizza in there, and they actually use the wood to burn it.
Yeah, I love that. We have wood fire pizza trucks here too. Yeah. So, but I'm gonna get wood fire wings there tomorrow. I love their wood fire wings, and they use a sauce that doesn't have any sugar in it. So, that's going to be my indulge, because I'm going to eat the whole order of them. I'm not sharing them with anybody. It's not gonna
Enjoy them.
If you're watching, Heather, and you want wood fire wings tomorrow, order your own.
Sorry, Heather.
But so I did cheat. One a week or two ago, we did go there. Yeah, I ordered the wings. We shared them, and she ordered a Frankie pizza. And
Well, that's not cheating because it was wings.
No, I ate a piece of her Frankie pizza.
Oh, okay.
You didn't plan on the Frankie pizza.
That was not a planned indulgence.
But every once in a while, you can have it. You only had one slice.
I only had one slice, but I
know that there's cheating, and Victoria and I talked a little bit about this after the follow-up from the last one about having more miles in your journey makes a huge difference, because I feel safe and secure around a plate of cookies now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, exactly.
But 4 months ago, that plate of cookies
didn't stand a chance.
It might have scared you back.
Survive. Anything else, cakes, pies, all that stuff, I can walk by that. I'm just, my name is Donna, and I'm a reformed cookie
Yeah.
But you got to have enough miles, and I got enough of the taste getting 50-some pounds off of what it feels like in my skin, in my body. I don't mean just like all the appearance, but how my body feels and how my health feels.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to give that up again.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And that gives me more than miles. It bridges the gap of, I don't need 10,000 miles now or 5 years under my belt.
Exactly.
Because those years will come added to my lifespan.
Right. I know when I first was getting started, and I was, I was fighting to, not want to make a bad choice. I'd be sitting there and I'd be watching people eat, and it's like, they're eating, you're going.
And you're angry too inside.
And it's like, and now I can sit at the table, like we can literally play cards, and you could be hammering that plate of cookies.
Yeah.
I'm not having a desire for it, because I just know that's not good for me. I'll eat too much meat and I'll love you know what I mean? But the Frankie pizza, because so I'm going out with a bunch of my friends tomorrow night, and I promise you there will be a lot of those pizzas on the table.
Oh, yeah.
So I may plan to eat a piece of Frankie pizza tomorrow, because I don't fail.
Yeah, I prefer really structure, trying to not and teach people it's not cheating. It's not cheating if you know what you're doing and you have complete control of your boundaries.
Right.
Then you don't, I hate the word cheating. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be a cheater.
Well, if you're really cheating, you're sabotaging yourself.
Correct. So I'm just like, I really don't want to have a lifestyle that is so like rigid. I want
you want to be able to have a cookie every now and then.
90%, 10%.
Yeah.
There was a time when I was an 80-20 person.
Yeah.
And that was too close of giving it up and going back to a 50-50 person, which makes you gain weight. I got to stay 90-10.
Yeah.
90% good, 10% can be careful consideration of what I'm doing.
I think there's a time that everyone has to go through where you put up those strict boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that time is much shorter for other people than it is. But I do think you have to get to that place of balance, right? Balance is important in every area of our lives. You have to get to that place of balance, or else you're going to flip, and then you're just going to say, yeah, forget it. I can't do it. That's how I was story of my life.
Another thing is when you're only not cheating, but when you're being bad,
indulging
10% of the time, when you've given yourself the permission to have a little bit of something, that little bit of something is going to taste so much better than if you just had a bunch of it, because you're going to appreciate it more.
And you're not gonna, I also can now just have a couple bites is really, I could sit there with something, the four of us split a piece of cake.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Honestly, when you look at some portions that people used to chow down, or I used to chow down, it's like, no, give me the biggest piece of cake for me. No, now it's like, let's just each have a few bites, because really the first few is what feels great, tastes great.
Mhm.
Yes, Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, I'm in New York.
Oh, Eastern. Sorry, Jen.
Yeah, sometimes I assume that people know that, and we should probably be more clear. I think when we're telling people.
Yeah. I just assume people think Eastern too because I'm in Eastern, and the morning show's in Eastern. But yeah, I guess we'll need to really buckle down on that when we advertise it Thursday morning or Wednesday mornings.
Yeah, the company that I work for is in Jacksonville, Dallas, and Salt Lake City. So most of the time I'm good about specifying, but sometimes I just totally forget. So Jen, sorry you're not late. You've just missed the first, well, just about
hour.
Just missed the show, Jen. I'm sorry.
Just missed the group. Yeah.
Not late.
But
we appreciate
the beginning later.
Yeah.
And we're doing this every Wednesday, so you haven't missed it totally.
So next week we're gonna talk, and so let's bring it in for a landing because we're about that time. And Heather and I have a Christmas concert at the church tonight, so I got make present it.
Are you singing?
No. We're spectators.
Oh.
We're going to talk next week about making resolutions that stick, and so being realistic in them, and maybe like the group here is an accountability group, right? And so maybe think about it, right? I know we're going to meet before New Year's Eve, but maybe we can discuss kind of our plans. And Victoria and I were talking about it, and it might not be that you're making a New Year's resolution. You might be making a resolution for January. You might be making a resolution for the first week of January. But maybe we can be prepared to kind of talk about our plans, right, or goals for 2023.
And we don't even have to call them resolutions, because resolutions have a negative connotation. Everybody's like, oh, you're making something that you're going to fail at.
But we can
change
change that too, right?
Yeah.
Because the reason why resolutions have a bad name is because you've made them and not kept them.
Yeah.
But maybe you've made them without a support network behind you. So this year, resolution can no longer be the R word, right? It could be word. Because
it's goals to have stepping stones instead of looking forward to a bunch of stumbling blocks. You know what I mean? Keep us from hitting those stumbling blocks to make our goals.
We'll talk a little bit more about that, Debbie, next week, because that is way too general. Because better choices might mean you killed 3 people last year, so this year you're only going to kill 1, right?
You have to really drill down.
Broke that down.
Yes.
Only 1 allowed, Debbie. Only 1.
I won't kill them this year. I'll just beat them.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, if she's doing that broad better, yes, I am I've made much better choices this year than I did last year. Right. So I'm moving ahead, but
this year she promises.
Oh, okay. Promise only 1, and it can't be at one of our get-togethers. I don't want to tell.
It can't be discussed at the meetup because they don't want to be accomplices.
Yeah, no.
Right.
I hear nothing.
Exactly.
I know nothing.
We were teasing. YouTube, we were teasing.
Yeah. Right. If we were on Facebook, we would have just gone. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up here. I appreciate everybody coming on. Larry, Donna, thanks for coming on camera with us. We value everyone's input. We really appreciate you all. But for now, we're gonna land, And then broad and vad is not good. Absolutely. Broad and vag is not good. We'll talk more about that next week. I look forward to seeing all of you. But for now, have a good week. Have a wonderful Christmas, guys.
Adam, be careful this weekend on that storm coming through.
Yeah, Larry, it's not supposed to get as bad at my house as it is at yours.
You be careful, Larry.
Do be careful too, yeah. And if you guys, need anything, reach out. Heartmanmade@gmail.com. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas, and just know that you are loved and you are important. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week. All
Bye,
right.
guys.